The COVID-19 pandemic is far from over. Today, the daily number of positive COVID-19 tests in the US surpassed 50,000. We are pandemic safe, and we have a solution to help manage this pandemic. Pandemic safe team members are Eileen Pao, team leader and UI/UX designer, Alat Kibani, solution architect and project manager, Katie Yu, software development and software deployment specialist, Elizabeth Adenla, project coordinator. To define our problem statement, we interviewed many stakeholders, including politicians. It became clear during our interview and communication that politicians lack the resources and information to make informed decisions. They need a way to better understand the COVID data and its implications. Now let's shift to a presentation on our vision and our prototype.
Our application has two main features that help empower politicians and decision makers: data visualization and contact tracing. I'm going to go through with you and explain these features. Our application distinguishes COVID-19 concentration and spread by color. You can slide between the previous 2 weeks and forecast for the next 2 weeks. We use a machine learning algorithm to provide users a range of projected numbers for COVID-19 in a given area. Next, we will go to the statistic features. As a politician, you might want to know the summary of a COVID-19 cases in your riding. To help politicians make better decisions, having a projection can be very useful for considering where to allocate resources for limiting COVID-19 spread. In order to let the politician understand the local situations, we combine the ICU beds and masks to show current numbers of available hospital beds and masks, etc., as well as recommend the amount needed. The second feature is the contact tracing. There are 3 activities within our app that facilitates contact tracing: rating, calendar, and self-assessment. We can give you an example of a user case. A mother who wants to bring her kids to the park. She would like to go through our app, tap on the locations that she has saved, and see the trends of those locations. She can also add and reveal more details by tapping on each of the locations. Next, we have a calendar, which helps parents to reveal the rating of a park or event. For example, a user wants to go to the park. She will search park and select an event and activity in that location. She can add an event to the calendar and track the spread of COVID. For example, she finished the event, she came home, and she decided to rate the event. And then she will rate the event. If an individual tested positive and reports in the system will use the data in the calendar to notify everyone who attended the event that they might have come in contact with an infected individuals. We also have self-assessment, which allow those that test positive for COVID-19 to inform other users that went to the same event. Aside from this, we also let users record their symptoms and temperature to keep track of their health. Having tips for COVID-19 and test center will help the user to get information the fastest way.
What makes our application feasible is it can be programmed in a short period of time and will need minimal resources to support it. If adopted by the government, it will be cost-effective as the economical impact of the reduced healthcare cost will outweigh the cost of the application. In summary, Pandemic Safe will make a real difference by making data easily accessible to politicians and stakeholders, and by facilitating user consent-based contact tracing. The ultimate impact of our application is that it will save lives not just in Canada, but all over the world.